Hello and welcome back to Super Mario 64, where today we are going to be going to the third floor here. It's just through this door. We've only got 2 worlds left and 1 secret area. Which, yeah. There's also this toad who has a star. So yeah, there's this star. The star Bowser has in his stage. The star in the not so secret stage here. And that puts us at 106, and then, yeah, 2 worlds with 7 stars each. Oh, whoops. This was Rainbow Ride. Well, I guess we're doing Rainbow Ride first. Okay. Well, cruiser crossing the rainbow, that's this way. So, in this world, we get to do a lot of waiting on magic carpets. And a lot of nearly burning to death and nearly getting shocked. I mean, not nearly burning to death, but nearly running to our deaths because burning. And you know what? Let's take a brief detour here. Because I want to talk to the pink ball bomb. Hey, buddy, open the cannon if you would. We'll need that later. Not for this star, but we'll need that later. I almost fell to my death just there. So, when I was a kid, I found that one of the best ways to deal with this place, just leave the camera the way it comes. You get to see everything decently well. Hi, Lakitu. You having fun? We need to go this way. Also, hey, I killed him. You know, I never knew why there was that flamethrower at the bottom of this thing. I don't think I have ever been hit by it. Like, even once. At any point in my entire life. Whoops. Well, so much for that. Yeah, the other side is what I had intended to do first. So, there's got to be a faster way to do this, right? I know this stage does have the most waiting, like, even in speedruns. Because that's just the way these magic carpets work, is you gotta wait for them to get where they're going, because stuff's too far to just jump normally. Are you kidding me, Mario? Why did you take another step? The answer is because I tried to readjust my position so that I would be more in the middle of the carpet, and of course, Mario being Mario in this game, he can't turn around without... Well, I mean, if he's at a standstill, he sure can, but... if he's got any momentum whatsoever... Okay, maybe not any momentum whatsoever, but sometimes he just decides he's got to go out of his way to turn around. Because that's just the way he does things. trying to long jump there, but I flubbed the input. Okay, I know speedrunners do like something to bounce off the Lakitu and get onto that little cheese wedge and then climb up a pole or something. But I don't know the setup, and even if I did, I am not confident that I would be able to execute it on my first attempt. Because, yeah, unlike speedrunners, I have not put in hundreds upon hundreds of hours into this game. I doubt I've even hit 100 hours in this game, though I have played it a fair few times. I'm actually probably approaching 100 if I haven't hit it during the course of this playthrough. But there's no way for me to tell because the N64 doesn't exactly keep records. Whoops. Really? Mario, you just had to stop falling forward. I'm gonna get a game over here. Specifically because this game gets rid of all your extra lives every time you continue. Or rather, every time you quit and then pick it back up. Should I just, like... I was gonna say go for an easier star, but it's not that this star is hard, it's just that I'm playing poorly. Also, I think I should kill this Lakitu here, because I think it's the same guy. Well, now that he's dead, we'll find out whether or not it's the same guy. So here's a question. Do you pronounce it Lakitu or Lakitu? Because I know the Japanese way to pronounce it would be Lakitu if that was their Japanese name, which it is not. I forget what their Japanese name is. But it's not that. I need to be careful with my momentum here. I keep on going too fast. And going too fast is a good way to get yourself killed for no reason. And yeah, it was in fact the same guy. But for reals, I have never made any attempt to avoid that flamethrower, and I've never been hit by it. Also, sometimes it's fun to get Mario squished there. You know what? Let's get this. And then let's make sure to get on this before it goes away. I think we might not have to jump over it. Okay, we're good. We're good. No game overs here today. I mean, not right here, right now. A game over could still happen. Easily, in fact. Because they decided that everything in this stage should be fairly lethal. Like accidentally falling there. You know what? We're just going for a different star now. That's what it is. Probably should have gone for that one up. Oh well. Ah, but this is the star that you're supposed to go for when you're going for 100 coins, because there's a bunch of coins here. Oh well. I'll live. Wouldn't be the first time I've redone something in this stage. Yeah, there's just coins down here. There's this fire that, even though it was clearly touching me, did not set me aflame. It can set you aflame, I know that for sure. But, yeah, its hitbox is unclear, shall we say. And I'm delaying my jumps off this carpet because that way we get the most time before it goes all blinky. It has always bugged me that, like, you can't do standard camera control here. See, I told you that fire could burn me, and now we're just boned. I let my guard down. Well, I guess we're going for yet another different start. Is there, like, a warp around here somewhere? Is there anything I can use to get back to safety? I swear, there's got to be a warp somewhere. Or maybe I can, like, jump to things through this window, not that I can see them. Oh, no. Nope, can't jump to things from here. So yeah, there's got to be a warp somewhere, right? Maybe the warp is inside the fireplace. Nope, nope. Okay. Fireplace hot. Who knew? All right. Maybe this time we'll manage it. I don't remember ever having this much trouble with Rainbow Ride. The one thing that is for certain, even though the Pro Controller does have really nice sticks, they're not as fine in terms of their tuning as an N64 control stick. There has been no control stick that I'm aware of that can perfectly replicate an N64 stick. I'm not saying that's why I'm dying. I'm saying that it's a factor. The other factor is that I am bad and rusty. But yeah, like, you're never in a modern controller gonna find something that feels like you remember. Simply because what you remember isn't really able to be replicated in a way that doesn't compromise the stick's longevity. Because if memory serves, N64 sticks worked via like a plastic-on-plastic mechanism, and the base of the stick would get worn away after a while. Certainly not immediately, but after long enough it would. Like, I went through, I think, 3 or 4 different N64 controllers. Though admittedly, it was my dog who went through one of them. Let's get this. But yeah, like, yeah, I had my first N64 controller I ever had was a, my brother and I had a gray and a blue one. And he used the blue one because he was older than me and he always got first pick. And, yeah, our dog, who was at the time a puppy, she chewed through the cord on mine and through the actual controller on his. And so we, our father, who is a mechanic, Frankenstein the two together for us. Or wait, no, it was a black and a blue that he Frankenstein together. So, yeah, yeah, the black one had the cord chewed off, and the blue one had the shell chewed up. Wait, what was this? Big house in the sky. Okay, so that means 100 coins. But yes, Frankenstein controller. It was blue on the top, no, blue on the bottom, because the bottom shell wasn't chewed up. It was mostly the top shell that got ruined somehow. And so, yeah, we had that cobbled together. My father used the innards of the blue controller, the innards of the black controller, because those survived, because only the cord got chewed up. The cord from the blue controller, because that had survived. And then half of the shell from each one just to make it something unique. Which, hey, that was pretty cool. But that was my brother's controller, that one. I think our dog probably did chew up the gray one, like, completely. And then my red controller. I got a red controller. And because it was red, I printed out a photo from Pokemon Snap at my local Blockbuster of 2 Magmars. Because, hey, red, fire, yeah. Yeah, I had that controller, and I played using that for a long time. But Paper Mario did it in. Because, for, Cooper? Coops? Which one was it? I think it was Cooper. Yeah, Coops was Thousand Year Door, right? But, yeah, his moves, and also Lady Bow, they both required rapid... Really? Rapid tapping on the stick, primarily to the left. I know it was to the left for Coops, and for Mario's Hammer, you also had to hold to the left. And for Lady Bow, I think you had to tap the stick in both directions, if memory serves. You know what? Let's go this way first. But either way, after a while, my stick became completely limp to the left. Like, it would still work just fine if you were pushing it to the right or down or up, but the moment you introduced any left to it, it just was completely limp. Like, there was nothing holding it up, and in fact, if you just left the controller on a flat surface, it would just flop to the left. And that happened over the course of, what, I think I played through Paper Mario like 2-3 times. Not to mention using that controller for every other game I played, including Mario Party 3. I never owned Mario Party 1 or 2, but I did rent them like once or twice each. Just checking to make sure there's no one-up for handstanding there. But yeah, anyway, that control stick suffered a lot of abuse. And it died. Like, there was no using it for games after it became all floppy. Which, I mean, that's true of a lot of kinds of sticks, I guess. But anyway. Yeah, that controller died. I used a third-party one with a turbo feature that... I mean, the turbo feature was nice. The controller was not. Like, it was... I always thought it was interesting because it was like manta ray shaped instead of N64 controller shaped. Except that meant that there wasn't as much grip for your left and right hands because like it didn't have arms on either side. It was just kind of slightly grippy bumps. So yeah, the grip was way worse. And that one, the control stick, also ended up eventually dying, despite... I know it had a metal post, but it must have been metal on plastic or something, because that one went completely limp. Like, not just in one direction, in all directions. I think it was called a shark pad. Mario, please, I need you to do this for me. Okay, fine, we're missing that one. We're missing all of them. Okay, cool. Our shot at the 100 coin star might be dead. I don't recall how many coins we can get here. Whatever. You know what? We can just turn this into the red coin star. Mario, please. Can we just not build up enough speed? That's fine. We can go this way. Did I have another N64 controller at some point? I think I might have. Don't remember what color it would have been. Oh, I got another black one. That's what it was. That one I still have. I don't know whether it still functions. Like, I know where it is, but it's so covered in dust and cat hair by this point that I kind of don't want to touch it. I should probably clean that thing, see if it still works. But then again, my N64, last time I used the system itself, man, when was that? That was probably 2004, maybe 2005? Long time ago, anyway. And it would, it had this habit of freezing after like an hour or two of gameplay every time. I'd imagine that's indicative of some kind of short somewhere, considering how regular it was. Like, whenever I was playing a game on that thing, I knew it was on borrowed time. So, yeah. I don't know if that's anything salvageable. Even if it is, I don't have a good TV to hook it up to. Like, I do... There's one CRT that I have access to. It is, like, a 6-inch screen. And it's not a very good 6-inch screen. My brother and I used to use that in the family minivan on long car trips. We had a transformer to plug it into so that it could be plugged into the car's car charger thingy. And we had to make sure that it was turned off every time the car was turned off or on. Because if the transformer was turned on at the same time that the car's power state changed, it would get very upset and start whining very loudly. And I remember that sound. It is ingrained in my mind because our father would occasionally forget that he needed to warn my brother and I before he turned the car on or off, like at a gas station. And yeah. No. Okay, maybe this is recoverable? I used to be way better at this, I promise you. Don't even need to do a freaking sideways somersault to get up here. Just jumps. But yeah, N64 stories. Okay, I guess we're going in here. Okay, I guess we're going up here. Let's see, what else can I say about my N64? I got an N64 expansion pack with my copy of DK64. Used it with Majora's Mask, of course, because Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game, and so I had to have some way to play it, right? But, yeah, my brother one day was at some electronics store or other, and he saw a third-party third-party expansion pack, and it claimed to be even better than the original one, and it had a slightly different design. Instead of like the little red grill thing on top, it had a larger black one that extended above the surface of the console. So you just completely threw away the original memory pack door thing. And that thing, I'm not convinced it wasn't at least partially to blame for some of our system's troubles. Because, like, the expansion pack is just some extra RAM. Like, its performance isn't a thing you worry about. And like this third-party expansion pack, I don't know why anyone would ever buy it unless they lost their first-party one. But I still had my first-party one. It was in the N64, but we replaced it because, hey, it says it's better. And who are we to disbelieve what packaging tells us? So yeah, we used that, and I'm pretty sure it's still in the N64. Because I think my original expansion pack is still somewhere. Where that somewhere is, I couldn't tell you. I know we're going the wrong way. Deal with it. But even if I did find it, the expansion pack's bay door thing, the thing that hides it, is still gone. So, like, even if I wanted to put the first-party expansion pack back in, it would be all exposed. I don't know that that would be very good for it. Yeah. I think I only ever had 2, maybe 3 games that benefited from the expansion pack anyway. DK64, Majora's Mask, and maybe some Turok game or other. I was inexplicably into Turok games. Like, after I found Turok 2 at that one secondhand store and was able to buy it for $4.50 as a child. You know, just sell an M-rated game to an elementary school kid. Yeah, after that, I decided it was the coolest game in the world because of some of the weaponry it contained. And then I got every game I could with Turok in its name. I was not a fan of Turok 1. I don't know why. But I wasn't. I can tell you that much. Turok Rage Wars I played a heck of a lot. Am I gonna die if I just ride this down? No. No, I am not. Turok Rage Wars I played enough to figure out that I needed a different version of the game pack in order to actually get everything the game had to offer. Because I had the version with the bug that made it impossible to get one of the, like, medals or whatever. It was an early achievement system, I know that. But yeah, it was impossible for me to get everything in the game because I couldn't get the one from a certain thing, because even if you completed the objective, it wouldn't award you the medal. And then there was one other medal for getting all the medals. So yeah, my file was not completable without cheating. Ooh, I can make an addendum to the whole... one of my friends who was an 11-year-old and therefore infinitely wise and impossible to second guess and also could never be wrong. Yeah, that story where he told me that, oh, there's a Game Shark code where you can play as Yoshi and you can eat any enemy by just pressing one button, even Bowser. I used that story as the impetus to get a Game Shark for my N64. And oh boy, was I steamed when I discovered that that code did not exist. Wow. I still love this. If I start moving even a little bit, we get low poly Mario. At least when the camera's far. But yeah, there was no code to play as Yoshi. You could not eat Bowser. I was really hoping for 2 coins there. Is there a way for me to get back? Because I need 2 coins. This is probably the dumbest thing I could possibly do, but I think if I slide off of here, I might be able to get enough momentum to get somewhere. Let's find out. Hey, 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 we got somewhere. It's not nowhere. It's somewhere. Now, I know for a fact that if we go over this way, we can find 2 coins. 2 coins that I deliberately did not get because I figured, hey, we're not going to need them. And it's just 2 coins that are mildly annoying to get. So we are getting this 100 coin star, damn it. I put forth the effort, and I am sorry for saying that word. I usually try and keep my language at most match to the rating of the game that I am playing. But sometimes Rainbow Ride deserves special verbiage. Cool, a 1-up. That was super worth falling flat on my face and losing 2 health for. Just being careful. I don't want to lose these 98 coins for no reason. All right, this time we made it. My final N64 controller, the one I still have, also has a special... Uh-oh. 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 Okay, we're fine. And now to go get a star. I don't care that we're not getting the one that we chose. We're just getting a star. And that's that. Yeah, the N64 controller, it's got an accessory that I was so happy to have found, because, like, I had a few games that used memory card saves and didn't save to the game pack. And, like, yeah, that was always annoying, because you can't have a rumble pack in when you've got a memory card, right? My brother and I, over the course of our owning an N64, had on multiple occasions picked up a device that was a rumble pack with a memory card slot. It was weirdly shaped. The memory card kind of jutted forward, like in the direction the cord comes out of the controller. So it always looked really stupid. And the rumble also didn't feel quite the same as an official rumble pack. Plus the weight was different, and the weight distribution felt different. So yeah, it was never the greatest feeling. But we each got multiple of those over our careers because some of them were destroyed by the dog, some of them just died. Like, stopped working for reasons unknown. And, yeah. But we got several of them because they were the best thing for the job that we had found. But then, like, a year before the GameCube came out, I discovered at some electronics store or other a device that had the same profile as a rumble pack. Like, it had the same silhouette. But it was red, transparent plastic, and it also was a memory card and a rumble pack in the same device. And it wasn't even just one memory card, it was like 4 memory cards. Because, yeah, you could set it to... It had 2 little switches, A and B and 1 and 2. And each combination had its own memory bank. So, yeah, it was 4 separate memory cards worth of memory, because they all had the same storage as one official Nintendo memory card. And it was also a rumble pack at the same time, and that was probably the coolest accessory I ever found for my N64. And that thing is still in my remaining controller, though it's probably... Its AAA batteries are probably corroded to hell and back by now. That's unfortunate. Also, its memory is probably dead anyway, because it probably used a battery backup. Or wait, of course... Or no, the AAAs were used for the Rumble, not for the memory card, because otherwise you'd lose all your saves if you had to change the batteries. That would be terrible. So yeah, coolest thing I ever found. Found it like a year away from getting a GameCube. A year away from getting a GameCube. Sometimes I trip over my tongue, and right now my throat is kind of tickly, like I really need to take a drink of water. It's been like that for a little while now. I really should have taken one by now. But I've been too busy talking about things. Anyway, I'm going to take that drink of water now. It is very, very rare that I actually take a drink of water while recording. Like, while streaming is one thing, but while recording, it almost never happens. Because usually I have my water either before I... Well, actually, not either. I usually have some water before I start and some water after each episode is finished. But whatever. And actually, looking at the time, I should finish this episode here. So, yeah. You just got that little bonus water drinkage, I guess. Either way, that's it for this episode. Join us next time when we're going to finish up Rainbow Ride. See you then, friends.